Alright, what's up? Testing, 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 testing. Is this live? Hello, hello. This is live. Come on, hello, hello. Oh, hey everybody. This is Devin-Foxy Remastered, and by any chance, this is a test. Me doing a test on my Samsung. This, by the way, is a test. Fully, approvedly a test. So, I'm going to be doing the numbers by doing pretty much like the usual by saying it's like testing for something. Yeah, I'm going to say is testing, 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 testing. Oh, alright, so, yeah. So anyways, this is definitely fully approved to be a test, and hopefully you guys do enjoy this stream exactly of a test. And just remember, this is only about my Samsung test. Just to see if things actually do naturally kind of work or whatever it is. So yeah, I can pretty much say that this is definitely to be provenly to be a test. So anyways, by any chance, hope you guys do enjoy this test. And also, this would just be on my other channels as well, that I'll do the same thing with a test. So yeah, I'd probably say this is definitely fully again as a test. So thank you guys for once again for enjoying the stream. And sometime in the near future, I'll definitely be sure to do streaming in the future while doing my Samsung or just my laptop in general. But again, we just may never know what happens or for whatever. And also, if anybody does prefer to tell me about in the comments section by saying like, oh, where's your live streams? You did live streams since like 2024, 2025. Well, the answer is to that question is that, well, even if I didn't stream for that long of a long time, then again, I'm just making videos like always, because sometimes, I know, I get the point of that. I get the point of 100% actually understood, and also I started thinking, I was like, when am I going to start streaming? And I decided, was like, okay, I'm just going to do a live stream on my phone instead, and just go out and just test. So, that's just pretty much it. And the only fact I would say is hopefully sometime this year, 2025, remains to be pretty different and pretty good so far of my time right now to see what I can fully do right now, because at this point I'm just, again, making videos and currently still doing gameplay like always. Like I have to deal with Final Fantasy 3 all the time, I have to deal with Sonic and the others, and just play through the game and just do mini games. Which, I mean, the minigame part is going to kind of be a bit tricky too, exactly with the Xbox version of it, which, I mean, I did explain to you guys about a video where I probably briefly mentioned about how Night 6 went off with aggressive mode. Then yes, pretty much. That Springtrap kept on jump scaring them for a lot of different times, as I briefly freely mentioned for that. And also, again, I'm not lying, I'm just telling the truth like it is, because at this point I'm just trying to tell you guys what I'm just trying to say exactly for that reason. So that's all I probably would have to say right now, is that, yeah, pretty much that's just what happened. So that's all I want to give you guys the info about, and just the explanation things of going on and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say. So again, I'll figure a way to see what I can do with the minigame things to unlock, like minigames, which I hope I can try to get the characters to do minigames. And just, I know it's going to be a double night, I get it, it's going to be the same double night like always, like you have to do minigames first and then do the actual night second. So I get it, I pretty much would have to still do the exact same genre and the exact same repeats as I could try to do at some points of them again. But just remember, if it doesn't work, I have to do a jump cut. And also, it doesn't mean I'm not lying. It means I'm trying to actually, say, it's just too dang hard to get that past at this point. Because, I mean, again, it just really is. It just really is. So, yeah, I just don't want to hear any complainers around exactly by saying, ooh, you're pretty much cheating. Well, it doesn't prove I'm cheating. I'm just doing a time skip. That's all I'm doing. And just get to the point. So, yeah, that's just what a time skip is. So, without further ado, I'll say this again, is thank you guys very much for watching, and like always, yeah, there'll be more videos coming soon, there'll be more video stuff coming up soon, and very differently soon. And then, as in for, the movie set of the idea with, oh, the Sonic characters might have to deal with Freddy Krueger again. Well, into this point of the extent with that again, with like, oh, just have to deal with Freddy Krueger and other stuff, that yes, it probably remains true. Well, I mean, without Sonic.exe in it, it'll just only be Freddy Krueger interfering in the Sonic world, exactly for what I'm talking about. But in these chances, I probably will have to say what I can do as what I can do for late and see what I can try to get things started and get things settled for that idea. But for right now, it remains to be a project. And the only thing I actually do want to give you guys a little bit of another project too was I was going to make a collaboration basically dedicatedly for my third channel and stuff, but at this point it seems to kind of be a little bit hard to deal with it and just get things passed along. Even if it means I might just have to just like make the versions as I possibly can and just make different versions around with it, because between my second and between my third, it's going to kind of be a different solution around. So to my extent, I'm probably working around things as I can. And then season 4, trust me, I'm definitely still working on for season 4. I'll still definitely make the cut and try at least to get it up exactly for like my character Knuckles' season, which, hold on, let me see if I can look on my playlist. So, alright. Okay, so let me just look on my seasons for a minute. Okay, let me look at this. Hold on. Yep. I was definitely saying, definitely season 4. Yep, meant to say season 4. Yep. So, by the means, I'll still deal with season 4 by whatever I can do, by getting thumbnails. Like I said again, it's going to be a different part by me getting thumbnails, by trying to get, like, how I could get to season 4 with Knuckles' season and get to the point with Knuckles' season, which is my boy Knuckles. And also, for the only point I'll ever do is to get season 4 out is if I actually make another update. For the same thing for, like, Sonic's, Shadow's, and Tails', by the way. But this time it'll just be full dedicatedly from Knuckles. But again, the only possibilities is going to take itself and its worth of its time and see where I can get that around. So that's pretty much my point for the basic facts. So that's all I can say right now. And I'll see what I can do to see what I can try to make the project happen with like 3 projects happening with my second channel is like making my season 4 happen with Knuckles, that, you know, I do the voice of Knuckles because, you know, I started liking Knuckles when I was like pretty much like a kid exactly, or teen exactly, to continue watching the Sonic series and other stuff. So I decided, I was like, oh well, shoot, I definitely will get Knuckles on a board and see what he thinks of it. So by that chance of that time, I'll still get with Knuckles, you know, my character Knuckles, and we'll talk to him through likely to see how I will get on with him on board to do season 4 and just see what I can do with it and see what I could possibly do. And yes, the same thing is going to happen like every day and happen like always, so that's probably going to be one of them. And then the only thing I possibly would want to say too is with how I will probably get to the experience with like Sonic and his friends and non-Sonic characters gets to see Freddy Krueger take on against them exactly. Well, that, by the way, we have 2 versions. Either in the second channel or pretty much in the horror version of the horror channel exactly I do. Which, there's probably 2 wins anyway, since there's probably definitely from different wins at this point, since that's probably something. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be a slow progress for me. It's going to be a very slow progress how I'm doing the things right now for the second channel. Like, very much of that. A slow progress. Even if it means I'll have to continue making videos in a slow manner. Very slow manner. And then, with the idea of the collaboration, of the 2 collaborations with Sega and Rufio, I gotta say, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting collaboration by having 2 collaborations. I was like thinking of making 2 collaborations and see where that's going to lead again and see where that's going to be. It's either going to be pretty much be heroes and heroes versus villains and villains. That's pretty much what I was going to come up with next, which I'm definitely coming up with that first. And then there probably will be 2 possibilities. That will be heroes and villains versus heroes and villains. That I actually will pretty much make a full movie out of it and see how I will do it. Like make a full video, like a huge full video of it and just see what I can do with them, and that's pretty much the fact of it too. So again, I'll still do it for my second channel, but when my third channel was basically completely out for no reason, I pretty much was wanting to do that project. You know, for some people, you know, very dedicatedly my third channel's fans to like enjoy and briefly like. So far, that's probably possibly going to have to pretty much be two different things to see what I'm going to work with and see what I'm going to do. And trust me, things like I said before are going to be easy, and some things are not going to be that easy for me to make. So again, just trust me here and see what I can do here, and just kind of bear it with me for now. So all I gotta say, that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 will remain to continue with the Sonic characters and non-Sonic characters soon, and likely just to beat the mini games, as I probably would say. And you guys might probably get some updates from me in my separate channels, and pretty much from anything else I'll try to get on with and make updates as I possibly can. So right now, we'll see where this goes, and we'll see how that's going to be. So without further ado, again, I'm Devin-Foxy, remastered, the voice behind Knuckles, and then other Sonic characters and non-Sonic characters. So, again, thank you very much for watching, and without that being said, like always, is thank you once again for enjoying this video. And like always, like, comment, and subscribe to the bell to be notified. And also, I just do want to say this, that yes, Season 4 will come up in the Rise very soon, as long that Season 4 remains perfect. You know, very, very perfect. Just like Season 1, Season 2, and then Season 3. Just the same formula, and same different juice at the same thing. But it's going to be with new ideas, how I'm going to have to involve making ideas myself and see what I'm going to do. Or it becomes to my fans to make the ideas and see what I can do with that. So remember, I'll try at least to make the ideas as possibly as I can make it, as it will happen. So, anyway, that's just what I want to say right now of the stream, and that's just what I'm going to say during, like, my phone stream, and just say what I could possibly just say right now is thank you guys for once again enjoying this video, and very much enjoying this excited announcement of the excitement update I probably am making throughout from it, and see what I can do. And also, yes, I'll be sure to make the update for Season 4 very soon as I can. But just remember, the horror movie version is going to be next, with like Sonic and the others taking on Freddy Krueger, and just see where all that's going to lead again, and for like the same formula that was continued on years back. So I don't know, it's just going to see where this goes and see what all that's going to happen. So again, we just may never know, and just may never happen, and may never know. So again, we'll see. But anyways, again, see you guys in the next video. And also, 4 things but before we get going exactly is that, yes, again, I'm trying to use the camera to control what I'm moving right now with my hands, and see how it's doing lately. So you guys might get a little bit of a good look at it for a little bit, and just see how I'm rotating the stream exactly to see how I'm doing so far. But anyway, that's just me talking, and that's just me saying the fact of the fact. But anyway, for real, 4 more things before we get going is like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. Anyway, thank you, and enjoy the stream of this test, which I'm definitely testing. So thank you guys again for watching, and without that being said, see you in the next time, and then in the next video. There probably will be some streams on my phone too, exactly with my separate channels, that will get the same thing. So without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and see you next time. Peace.